Climate change is a global fact that has impacted negatively all the sectors in all the countries in the world today. Kenya, like any other region, has not been left out. The impacts are specific even to local areas like Mwala sub-county, Machokos county in the eastern part of Kenya. Farmers have adopted climate-smart practices for their survival and livelihoods, but is it sustainable? See the following videos.
Droughts are becoming more frequent than they used to, which I would think can only be attributed to climate change. When we were growing up, we used to have even arrow roots within this area. They are no longer there. You can only find them along the rivers, which most of the rivers are now drying up very early, shortly after the rains, when the water doesn't take long. So this area is becoming dry and dry every year. I have been growing a variety of vegetables like sukuma wiki, kale, and spinach, tomatoes. I also grow sweet potatoes. There has been quite a number of challenges that we have experienced, particularly since July, because the water plants that I have could not hold sufficient water to get me through the dry season. Now the problem that I experienced is that the pond dried up when these tomatoes were about to mature. There was also kale, and it was quite a big challenge now to get an alternative source of water, because the area is quite large, so it's impossible to get water to cuts. This water pond had fish, so that's was source of protein for my family. My parents, my old parents are here. Since the tomatoes matured, as a family, we haven't actually, if we bought tomatoes, it must be from this week, because it's only 2 weeks since the water pond dried, and as a result, the tomatoes dried up. Equally, we have been getting kale for our domestic consumption, and also we have spare to sell to fellow villagers and make a little income, as well as assisting them get vegetables from near where they are, without having to travel to the market. I'm thinking of engaging in other, as I also do this, as I wait for the rains to begin and the water the water pond to fill up again. I also rear cattle, I rear goats. I'll also have to heavily rely on that as a source of income before now I can have another crop which will be ready for consumption. Yeah, because of course I have to continue eating until rains come and there is sukuma wiki. So I have to get other sources of income to keep myself going and my family as well. Yeah, I have a lot of land. What you can see is my land, but it's useless as long as there's no water. If I could have a reliable source of water, of course I would increase the acreage on which I have now planted these crops, and that will now enhance my income as well as providing my family and other people, other villagers with foodstuffs. That water will also be useful for my cattle, my chicken, because I also want to engage in chicken rearing in a bigger scale once I have sufficient supply of water. If you look around, you can see the exotic trees that have been planted. They never used to be there before, But when people realize that they have now destroyed the vegetation that was there, the nature of vegetation, we started now, we took steps to replenish the forest. And now we have planted these trees. As you can see, I've also planted within this shamba. They are Bruvelia. They're just small trees. Because I intend to have the trees, the number of trees increase by every year, so that that will change this area. Because we are also urging other area residents, we are encouraging them also to plant, because my efforts alone cannot change the area. I have also to change the minds of other people, so that all of us can join hands and plant trees, which I think will change the environment for the better. We could get assistance in maybe provision of seedlings or seeds, or whichever help that would enable us to source for the seeds. That will be a big step, because people are now understanding the need to plant trees. Because currently almost everybody here uses timber for construction. Those who have timber from their land, those who have grown trees, harvest timber without having to go to buy it from the market. That saves money. So other people who didn't know the value of trees have now realized that the trees that you plant today will be of help in the near future. So people are planting trees in a fairly bigger scale than they used to.